No te perdiste mucho. Okay, so let's begin. Remember that we were doing the reading. Okay, so we're going to listen again, the reading, and then we're going to do the activities. Okay, so please pay attention.
Read the article. What do you think the title "Stay on Target" means? Stay on target. You've got work to do, but you just can't seem to get your brain going. You stare at that blank piece of paper in front of you, but can't get your thoughts organized. Your mind wanders to the argument you had with your spouse, the leftovers in the fridge. Then, just as your ideas finally start to come together, the phone rings and you're back to square one. Sound familiar? The ability to devote all of one's attention to a single task is the key to achievement in any occupation. On the other hand, being unable to concentrate can keep you from producing your best work. The following tips can help you stay focused. Stay organized. Let's face it, it's not easy to keep focused if your desk looks like it just got hit by a tornado. Efficiency coach Selma Wilson suggests you spend a few moments a day cleaning up your workspace and reducing the time you normally spend searching for mislaid memos or your flash drive. Develop a routine. Studies show that following a systematic pattern of behavior can make it easier to devote your undivided attention to a task. For example, if you're a student and you have trouble preparing for exams, it's critical that you establish a study ritual. Start and finish at the same time each day. Work at the same desk or in your favorite chair. If music helps you focus, choose a piece of music and play it during every study session. Make a list. Each morning, write down all the tasks you need to accomplish that day and cross off each item as you complete it. This visual reminder will not only keep you focused on your goals, but will also give you a sense of progress and achievement. Challenge yourself. When faced with a boring, routine task that seems to drag on forever, it's easy to lose concentration and make careless mistakes. According to writer Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, one of the best ways to engage your attention on a dull task is to make it harder. For example, turn the task into a game by giving yourself a time limit. The increased challenge stimulates blood flow and activity in the brain, making it easier for you to focus on the job at hand. Reserve some do not disturb time. If interruptions from family, friends, or coworkers prevent you from getting your work done, set aside a certain period of your schedule each day when you are unavailable. Let others know that they shouldn't disturb you during this time. Close the door to your office or find an area where you're less likely to be interrupted by colleagues, such as a conference room or a quiet coffee shop with Wi-Fi. Go offline. While the internet is an invaluable tool for getting and sharing information, it can be a real concentration killer. If all those quick clicks to just check the news are interfering with your productivity, Wilson recommends you make it a point to stay offline while you're working. And if you find your focus constantly broken by incoming email and instant messages, do resist the urge to read and reply to them as they arrive. Instead, set aside certain times of the day for your email and keep working. Take a breather. Taking short breaks can help you clear your mind and refocus on the next job. Stand up for a moment and take a short walk in the hallway, or just close your eyes, relax your muscles, and breathe deeply. The next time you have an important project that requires your full concentration, see if any of these strategies can make a difference for you.
Okay, very good. So that's the reading, no? We have already checked the vocabulary, we have already read. So now we're going to go to the next page to do the activities, okay? So let's begin with activity letter C. It says, apply ideas. Which tip from the article has each person applied? explain choices. Okay, so please read it in silence first, and then try to put a tip for each person, and then we check your answers, okay? So please do it. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Teacher, perdón, voy llegando. ¿Los tenemos que leer?
What?
¿Tenemos que leerlos?
To answer, yes.
Ah, ok.
Read them all and then choose one tip from the other page, please. When you finish, you tell me, guys, please.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's wait for Ale.
Yes.
Ale, are you ready?
No, teacher, pero ya
No,
empecemos.
no, don't worry. Just do the activity, please.
Sí, tenemos que de arriba, ¿verdad?
¿Cómo de arriba?
Relacionarlos.
Con los tips de la página anterior, de la lectura
Sí.
que hicimos, yes.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's check the answers, please.
Mhm. Yeah.
Andres, can you read the first one?
First one. Kyoko is having trouble getting started with writing an article about a topic that doesn't inspire her. When a colleague suggests she begin every paragraph with the letter S, the words start flowing smoothly.
Okay, so what is the tip for her?
She challenges herself.
Okay, challenges herself. Very good.
Sí, le puse bien.
All right, excellent, Ale. Can you read the next one, Ale? Tatiana, please.
Tatiana has to study for 2 important university exams tomorrow. She studied intensely, but take regular 15 minutes breaks to relax before starting the study for the second exam. She takes a long walk in the park. She needs to take a break.
Take a breather, yes.
Take a breather.
Okay, very good. All right. Andres, continue with Emilio, please.
Emilio is a classical singer. At every concert, just before going on stage, he always does the same thing. He slowly drinks half of a cup of tea with honey, and he texts his daughter just to say hello. Then he feels really ready to go on.
Uh-huh.
Emilio developed a routine.
Yeah, develop a routine. Very good. Yes, that is correct. All right. Ale, continue with the next one. Claudio, please.
Claudio has decided to decrease distraction by setting up a separate email account for his friends and family so they don't mix with his office emails. He makes it a strict rule to check the account for messages only during lunch or after hours.
Yeah.
Claudio, stay organized.
Yes, another possibility.
Goes offline.
Go offline.
Goes offline. Sí,
Yes.
Goes
también
offline.
podría ser go offline.
Goes because it's third person.
Goes.
Goes offline. Yes.
Goes.
Goes offline. Okay. Andres, Marina.
Marina has two young teens and works at home. From 12 to 3 each day, she keeps the door to her home office closed and turns her smartphone off. Her kids know that it's crucial that they not knock on the door or call her unless it's an emergency. Marina reserves some do not to disturb time.
Do not disturb time. Yes, that is correct. Do not disturb.
Yeah.
Do not disturb time.
Disturb.
Yeah. All right. Very good. And Ale, the last one, Jai Jean.
Giant Jean is responsible for 5 major projects, and by the end of the day, his work area is always a mess. Covered with memos and files before leaving the office each day.
Okay, wait, sorry. You have a period. So covered with memos and files before leaving the office each day. Yeah.
Before leaving the office each day, he makes a point of taking 5 minutes to organize all the papers on his desk.
Okay, so what is the topic? What is the tip?
Make a list.
Another possibility?
Stay organized.
Stay organized.
Yeah, stay organized. That is the correct answer. Ow. Stay organized. Yes? Okay.
¿Ese no lo había puesto antes?
Nope, I don't think so. No, because Kyoko is challenged herself. Then Tatiana takes a breather. Then Emilio develops a routine. Then Claudio goes offline. Then Marina is do not disturb time.
Do not disturb.
And Jay is stay organized. Okay. Very good. All right. We are going to jump. We are not going to do the relate to personal experience because it's going to be something similar in the now you can. So I don't see the point. So it's now you can. Explain how you produce your best work. On your notepad, list the distractions that cause you to lose focus when you are working on a task. What strategies do you use to stay focused? Sorry. For example, I lose focus when I'm interrupted by phone calls. I stay focused by not answering calls. Okay? So I want you to make a list of the things that makes you lose focus. Write 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? 5 things that make you lose focus. And write 5 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, that stay focused. Okay? Here you have some examples of some distractions: noise, phone calls, interruptions, worries, aches and pains, room temperature, hunger, and boredom. These are some examples, okay? You can use these, or you can come up with the ones that you want, okay? So please do it. When you finish, then we're going to do the next activity, which is activity letter B. So please do it. If you have any questions, you can ask me. When you finish, you tell me, guys.
Yes.
Finish, teacher.
All right. Just give me a minute, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Ale, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Very good. So let's check your answers. Okay. All right. Andres, let's begin with you, please.
Well, I lose focus when I have video calls and I have a necessary work meeting.
Okay. Yes.
Also, when I am hungry or thirsty,
Uh-huh.
and when the room temperature is inappropriate,
Okay.
or when I am bored I'm bored of the task or the task is boring.
Okay. Very good.
So when I stay focused by not answering video calls or attending meetings,
Okay.
unnecessary meetings, and also using earphones. The room temperature is appropriate. I stay focused by there is silence, and
Okay.
when I am sure what I have to do.
All right. Very good. Ale,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay, I lose my focus when I'm interrupted by my boss or everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I tell them that
Okay, wait, sorry, someone else. Eliminate everyone. It's someone else.
someone else.
No, someone else. Yes.
Déjelo borro.
Yes, because anyone else, we remember that any is for negative sentences.
Okay. And I stay focused. I tell them what.
Time out. Sorry.
That when
Time out. Sorry. Can you repeat your sentences of I lose focus when, please?
I'm interrupted by my boss or my teacher
Okay, very good.
or someone
All right. Okay.
or someone else.
Uh-huh.
I tell them that give me just a minute and I save my work.
Okay.
When the phone rings, if it is important, I answer. If it's not, I just don't answer.
Okay.
Always I lose my focus when the room is cold.
Okay.
I close the windows, close the door, and everything.
Okay. You close everything. All right.
Friolenta, ¿cómo se dice friolenta en inglés?
A cold person. I'm a cold person.
I'm a cold person.
Yeah, okay. I'm a cold person.
Extremely a cold person.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm really starving, and I stay focused when I use delivery food.
Okay.
With a lot of noise. I don't like the noise when I'm focused on something. And I close my office and I don't answer any call.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Okay, guys, very good. Excellent. Okay, let's go to the next page, please. Let's go to the next page. And we're going to do the lesson number 4, the goal. Describe what makes someone a genius. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So please pay attention. The first part is listening warm-up discussion. In your opinion, in your personal opinion, is there a difference between describing someone as intelligent and calling him or her a genius? Explain. What do you think is the difference between someone who is intelligent and someone who is a genius? What do you think is the difference? Is there a difference or is there no difference?
I think it's just there is a difference because the intelligence, sorry, it's a person who solves problems, and a genius, I don't know, make magic. I don't know. I don't know how to describe a genius, because, for example, my uncle is so smart and so intelligent, but he's so bad, like a manager or administrator,
Administrator, yes, manager, administrator.
financial administrator.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's not, no concuerda,
Don't match.
not much.
Okay, all right.
It's, I'm all right or not?
I don't know. We're going to check. Andres, what is your opinion?
I think that everyone is intelligent. Humankind is intelligent. It's one of the inner, how do you say? It's a setting, ¿cómo se dice? Rasgo, feature? No.
Feature, yeah, feature.
Yeah,
Feature,
it's
yes.
an inherent feature of a human. And a genius is someone who he is, ¿cómo se dice? Es un fuera de series. Is out of series, ¿es correcto? Is out of the box, yeah.
Yeah, out of the box. You can say that, out of the box.
Yeah, that is a
Or one of
genius.
or you can say one of a kind.
One of a kind.
Ajá.
Uno de su,
Well, el único en su tipo, one of a kind.
Yeah, one of a kind.
One of a kind. Okay, excellent, guys. Now we're going to do the listening activities. Remember that in the listening, always or usually they are divided in part 1 and part 2. It says, listen for main ideas. Listen to part 1 of a lecture on human intelligence. Choose the speaker's main point. Okay, so here we go. You have to choose only one, okay?
Listen to part 1 of a lecture on human intelligence. Choose the speaker's main point. Part 1. So we've been discussing some views on intelligence, including Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. But today, I'd like to shift the discussion to the idea of genius. When I say the word genius, who comes to mind? Albert Einstein, definitely. The composer Ludwig van Beethoven, probably. So what is genius? In fact, there's a fair amount of disagreement on what it means. To a lot of people, a genius is simply a person with an extremely high IQ. We know that most average people have an IQ score that can range from about 85 to 115. A genius is commonly defined as a person with an IQ score of over 145. I just mentioned Albert Einstein, the famous scientist who most people would agree was definitely a genius. Well, he was estimated to have had an IQ of 160, and his intellectual achievements clearly earned him the label of genius. But many people disagree with the definition of genius based on IQ scores alone. They would argue that merely having a high IQ doesn't make someone a genius. At the beginning of the 20th century, American psychologist Lewis Terman selected 1,500 gifted children with high IQ scores, who were then followed by researchers as they grew up for a period of more than 20 years. None of these people stood out. None went on to become great inventors or brilliant thinkers. To the psychologists who studied them, this was proof that a person may have a high IQ, but still not be a genius. They concluded that there is something special and unique about genius, perhaps in how that person chooses to use his or her high IQ.
So what of the 3 options do you think is the best one that describes the speaker's main point?
Number 2, I think number 2.
yes, number 2.
Yes, actually, that is the correct answer. Not everyone agrees about how to define genius. This is the correct answer. Okay, excellent.
Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, for example, no? Okay, listen to infer. Let's do activity letter C. Listen to infer. Listen to part 1 again and pay attention to the opposing arguments. Check the one statement that best supports the argument that a high IQ score doesn't determine whether one is a genius. Now, the listening is 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 4 seconds. We have 2 minutes before the end of the first part. So let's finish now, and then we continue with the listen, okay? So let's finish now,
Okay.
and please reconnect.